Americans build stuff and go places, haul heavy loads. We've got the Bill of Rights and Second Amendment, Lady Liberty and Manifest Destiny. It's like one gigantic continent-sized Thanksgiving dinner over here with all the fixins. Consequently, we buy trucks and lots of them. In fact, we cannot get enough of these versatile vehicles. Ford's capable F-150 is one of, if not the best-selling nameplates in the full-size segment, and after spending a week driving the earth-shaking Tremor model right here, it's not hard to understand why. Whoa! As you know, the SVT Raptor version of the F-150 is a dedicated off-road brute. But the Tremor, well, it's something just a little bit different. This thing is bred for the street, and it's got style and stance in spades, but it's all backed up by genuine substance. Also, it's limited production. If you don't get a 2014 model, you're going to be SOL. The Tremor package is available on FX2 and FX4 trim levels. Our test model happens to be the latter and is equipped with four-wheel drive, among many other goodies. To get one of these trucks, you've got to spend some scratch. But with all of the different options, packages, and whatnot, things can get a little bit confusing. Keeping it simple, our Tremor is equipped with things like power-adjustable pedals, HID headlamps, and an all-important navigation system. Beyond that, tubular running boards make it easier to climb aboard. Unique exterior badges and graphics let other motorists know you're driving something different. And of course, those 20-inch wheels add a sporty flair. This truck's regular cab body is refreshingly short and sweet, seating just 2 people, though its 6.5-foot bed is still plenty spacious and deep. Additionally, the cargo box has been coated with a durable spray and liner to keep scratches, dents, and rust at bay for the long haul. And at $475, this option is a no-brainer. In fact, why isn't it standard? Add it all up, and this Tremor checks out for $46,325, including $11.95 in destination fees. Holy f***, who can afford that? Well, I guess you can't expect Chateaubriand at a ramen noodle price. Now, on the off chance that you actually need to use the Tremor for real work, it's equipped to get stuff done. Power is provided by Ford's popular EcoBoost V6, and with 3.5 liters of displacement, twin turbochargers, direct fuel injection, and variable camshaft timing, it delivers 365 horsepower with 420 pound-feet of twist, 90% of which is available between 1,700 and 5,000 RPM, and that means you've got ample torque no matter where the tachometer needle is pointing. The engine is matched to a responsive 6-speed automatic transmission that works very well. Now, down here, way down here, this truck is actually equipped with a 4:10 axle ratio, something that ensures maximum acceleration, and the rear differential can actually be electronically locked for improved traction, and you can think of that as sort of a mechanical handshake that connects this tire right here with the one over there. Stepping up into the Tremor's cab like a trucker, you can see this thing's got a nice panoramic view. The A-pillars, nice and slim, so they don't cause any trouble looking forward. Plus, with that four-wheel drive system, you've got a nice elevated ride height, so you can actually look down on all the people driving those smaller cars around you. And about the only things that are going to impinge upon your sightlines are those pesky tractor trailers. Now, overall, this truck's cabin is pretty nice, and it feels bigger than an open-pit strip mine. Wide, long, and deep. In fact, even though this is a regular cab body, there's about a foot of space behind these seats. Tons of room for tools, shopping bags, or even firearms. I mean, more shopping bags. Inside, everything's solid and well built with zero squeaks or rattles, but I am a little disappointed by some of the materials. The dash top, for instance, is a seemingly endless expanse of shiny plastic with a texture that looks like it was modeled after elephant skin. Also, some of these switchgear is a generation behind what the company uses in its other vehicles. Oh well, the F-150 is about to be replaced by a totally new model. When it comes to pickup trucks, torque is what really matters, and Ford's EcoBoost V6 provides plenty of it, from idle all the way up to redline should you choose to wind it out, although you don't really have to because it's so responsive and so smooth throughout the entire rev range. It really provides all the power you could ever practically need in the real world. Of course, Eco is the first part of its name, EcoBoost, and it is pretty efficient. This thing stickers at 15 miles per gallon in the city and up to 21 on the highway, delivering a claimed 17 mpg average. I've been getting right about 16 miles to a gallon of regular unleaded gasoline, which isn't too bad considering, again, we've got four-wheel drive, we've got 410 gears, and I've been pretty hard on it. If there is one area where this drivetrain is not particularly strong, it actually has to do with sound. You know, it's a V6, it's never going to sound like an 8-cylinder engine no matter how much tuning or how much engineering work you do. You're missing 2 cylinders and you're down a whole bunch of displacement. When you get on the throttle, it just kind of, it makes some noise, it moans a little bit, but it's never going to rumble like a proper 8-cylinder engine should. Running on down the road, the F-150 Tremor here provides a pretty good driving experience. The steering is nicely weighted, although it is a little bit isolated. You don't necessarily have a great idea of what those front tires are doing. However, the brakes are a totally different story. The pedal is really firm and progressive, and if I were hauling a heavy load or towing a trailer, they're pretty confidence-inspiring that you have got a lot of stopping power there if you need it. The ride, though, is a different story. It's very stiff, it's very jiggly, and you hit potholes and frost heaves in the road, and we've got plenty of them here in the great state of Michigan, and the whole structure kind of quivers. I wish they made the ride a little bit softer, and frankly, I don't think those big rims this thing rolls on are doing the ride any favors. The Ford F-150 Tremor is undoubtedly a nice rig. I really enjoyed its elevated ride height and clear visibility. Its EcoBoost powertrain is pretty excellent and not that inefficient. Plus, it looks really cool, and it has a surprising amount of storage space inside, despite the fact that it is just a regular cab model. However, I do have a very difficult time recommending this truck to the typical buyer because, once again, it's 46 grand, and you could get an SVT Raptor for that price or any number of other really nice vehicles. Plus, a brand new F-150 is literally just around the corner with that lightweight aluminum body, and it promises to be an even better performer than the Tremor here. So, my advice with this truck is just wait. For more on this review and others like it, visit AutoGuide.com. If the U.S. were a Thanksgiving dinner, I think Michigan would be the gravy boat because we got all that liquid, right? Time for the breakdown.